Hi, my name's Scott. This is my wife Naveen. We've got 3 young boys. There were 6, 8 and 9. Lachlan, Fraser and Connor. And they're very, very happy, energetic boys, and they really do need some space to move.
Hi, I'm Naveen. We have been living in Thailand for the last 10 years. We're originally from London and we have just now decided we are emigrating to Australia, and here we are. 10 years ago, both of our families decided to emigrate from London to Australia. Scott took a position in a law firm in Bangkok, so we decided that we would try Bangkok. We're in Bangkok for 10 years. We loved it. Who wouldn't? I had a live-in cook and I had a live-in nanny. I didn't have to lift a finger if I didn't want to. If I wanted to cook a meal, I could cook a meal and then I could leave all the dishes in the kitchen. The kids were well looked after. We didn't have a washing machine, but that didn't bother me because I had a woman who came in and hand washed all of our clothes. We lived very close to where Scott worked and we had a driver, so life was fantastic. Life was great. We had a great social life. We had a great group of expat friends from all around the world.
Although we think life's going to be a little different in Australia.
In Australia, although
without all of that help. We do have family, but we don't have the dedicated staff.
So hopefully family is going to be as dedicated as the paid staff that we previously had. But we'll wait and see about that.
So tell me about your work, Scott.
I'm a lawyer. I do international banking and finance. So for me, London was the place to work. It was a big step to move to Bangkok. But working in Asia is very similar because a lot of the transactions are English law based, so it's quite easy for me to work there. Moving to Australia is another step away, although it's a Commonwealth jurisdiction, it's another step from English law, so that'll be another challenge. Ideally, the house I want is somewhere that's closer to work, so it's close to the highway I can drive to work or close to a train station. And it needs to have side access for a boat, because the Australian lifestyle is about having a boat, an outdoor lifestyle. That's what I'm looking for.
This could be a problem because I've lived in cities and I don't want to live in another city. I've lived in London and I've lived in Bangkok. I want to have the Australian lifestyle. I want a pool. I want to be close to the beach. My 3 very energetic boys need lots of space. So we need to find somewhere that's a compromise, and it's not going to be easy.
It's possible to get a compromise, I think. We can live close to the water, but not on the water. I prefer to live on the water, but also close to the highway, and that's a hard thing to get anywhere in Australia particularly. But also near the train station is good enough for me, so it's close to my work, and that's important.
Yeah, we're finding the distances in Australia are mammoth compared to the distances that we had in London. A tank of fuel in London would last us 3 months. A tank of fuel here lasts half a week. Very, very big. So what we originally considered was a long distance is apparently local. And that's taken a while to get used to. But we have found our compromise in the end. We found the perfect house for us. Ticked all the boxes for me. It has the space for the boys. It has the pool. It has a cul-de-sac, had to have a cul-de-sac so that the kids could play out in the street. It had to be a secure neighbourhood and it had to be close to the best schools.
And it's close to my work, so we're happy.